I was going to go on a different angle.
Okay,
than
yeah,
size.
yeah.
It
Go
seems
ahead, go
that
ahead.
For you, size is a denoter.
It may be. I don't know.
But, a qualifier.
A qualifier, perhaps.
And I wonder if another potential quantifier has to do with their relation to animals. And I don't know the vast pantheon of kaiju.
Most of them, more often than not, are either prehistoric animals that have been mutated by nuclear testing, or they're regular animals that have been mutated by nuclear testing into giant monstrosities, essentially.
Yeah. So King Kong and Big Bird and Godzilla are all in that same category in that way. Mothra,
Rodan, the giant pterodactyl.
Okay. So...
And then there's those... And then, of course, there's just the silly, wacky stuff. Oh, they're aliens from outer space. They're just giant things from outer space.
That's why they don't look like...
That's why they don't look normal.
Okay, that throws off my potential argument that Elmo's not a kaiju. Because my argument was going to be that it seems that those monsters that have a more generic form may have mutated from humans, making them not kaiju anymore. But if aliens fit, I don't actually know you can even exclude from the kaiju category.
There's not a lot, but, I mean...
Well, would that mean that then genre is the only thing that separates them?
You could... I mean, what's Sesame Street's genre?
Educational?
Educational? Hey, these kids don't know.
Children's education.
Okay, there's... Oh my gosh, I saw a commercial. It was like... I don't know what it was. I think it was just something poking fun, like the Sesame Street creators poking fun at themselves. But it's like all these Muppets sitting in a room, and they're like, we got to come up with this show that's going to teach kids stuff. And it's like, wait, these kids don't know how to read and write, do they? No. I got a name for our show. Let's call it Hey Stupid.
Actually, I think it was originally called that, wasn't it?
I hope it wasn't called Hey Stupid.
Give me a second.
He's so demeaning.
I remember hearing this.
I thought it was just a joke when I saw, like, it was just the Sesame Street, like, I thought it was, like, all of them just playing a joke for each other, like a blooper, but it was actually called Hey Stupid.
Okay, it says...
Oh, my childhood, no.
So it does say the name was set at the 11th hour and 59th minute. How Sesame Street got its name. Let's see. I feel like the website's not going to tell me if it was originally called Hey Stupid. But I remember hearing that title somewhere.
It was like a... I don't think we have the rights to play the video, but we're not going to do that.
Some original title suggestions were called 2 and 2 Ain't 5 Show.
I don't know if that's better or worse than Hey Stupid.
I think it might be slightly worse.
I like it. And the other one is the Itty Bitty Farm and City Witty Ditty Nitty Gritty Dog and Kitty Pretty Little Kitty Show.
That's from the same video as Hey Stupid. Why don't we call it the Itty Bitty Nitty Gritty City Show?
I remember hearing this somewhere.
It was like, I don't remember. It was like a little, I don't think it was a promotional video. I hope it wasn't a promotional
video for Hey Stupid.
But it was like, it was just, I think it was just them poking fun at it. But, oh my gosh. Let's get back on topic, shall we? Somehow. Can I bring in my other argument slightly here? If I may, Seth? May I bring in another argument?
Yep, go ahead.
Okay, so, as we all know, Sesame Street characters are usually grouped under the term of Muppet because they're puppets of some sort, and they're kind of just Muppets. I don't remember how they got the name Muppet. I don't remember how they did that. But in the Kaiju world, most of these monsters in the monster movies are very, very easily recognizable as just people walking around in suits or just these puppet models on strings in the movies.
Oh, I think I see where you're going here.
What can distinguish essentially a monster puppet in a movie that's a kaiju, a giant monster stomping over a little model city, from a Big Bird who's just a guy in a costume? Where's the difference between that?
what kind of... Has there ever been a traditional puppet where you stick the hand up the butt to make it start talking?
Kaiju?
Yeah, in Kaiju.
Oh, yeah. The original Godzilla movie. For, like, some of the scenes that they needed close-ups of him, like, breathing fire, it was just a little hand puppet.
Well,
And he has these googly eyes that stick out to both sides of his head, and he looks like a Muppet.
Well, you know why that frustrates me? I still can't argue that Elmo isn't a kaiju. And
He moved on from Big Bird.
Big
On
Bird.
Elmo.
I've given up on Big Bird.
Tickle me, Elmo.
And then if we're going with all puppets, then technically, I guess the Muppets are now counted in this category.
Millions
I
of
don't know.
children are
Maybe the
kaijus
maybe
across
the
the
kaiju
nation.
maybe the kaiju are Muppets.
Kaiju or Muppets.
I need a donut.
I need a donut. Sure, I'll take one. I can use one, even though they're stale. These are stale donuts we're eating.
We got them for free, man.
Free donuts. Can't turn that down.
No, I can't.
King Kong and Elmo.
Where are we going
This is
with
weird
this?
too because do you guys know about the Mr. Potato Head show?
No, I never heard of it.
I feel like I do, but I don't.
It's pretty dang
Enlighten
weird.
Enlighten
but
me.
It's another puppet show, and that means Mr. Potato Head's a kaiju.
I am not saying
There has to be a better definition for
Everyone
kaiju
is a
here.
kaiju.
everyone's a kaiju in some way or form.
Because there's so many different things too, like stop motion.
Yeah,
Like stop motion.
King
why
Kong
is
wasn't a puppet.
Yeah, you're right. And so then, like, what about the other mother from Coraline? Could a lady who turns into a giant spider monster be considered a kaiju? But she's also kind of a human. Wait.
I mean, giant spider monster automatically.
Be
puts it
careful.
more into the kaiju
Be
category.
careful. There's tarantula. There's them. There's a giant spider from the Godzilla universe.
Well, my problem was the human.
Okay,
side,
yeah.
Or at least
yeah.
the human side.
Yeah.
Okay. Do any of the, air quotes, official kaiju, such as King Kong, Mothra, I don't know kaiju well, do any of the rest of these talk?
One does.
One does.
The son of Godzilla.
No.
Minya?
Just that
No.
statement reminds me of like the moment when I tipped my toes into the kaiju genre and just saw
Now,
all
if
these
there was any
ridiculous-
kaiju-
1,000 different forms of Godzilla, and I'm like, what the heck is all of this?
I know. The son of Godzilla actually looks like a Muppet, which is really sad, and he talks, and it's really sad to watch.
Okay, here...
He sounds like Don Knotts.
Barney Fife is a kaiju.
Oh wait, I think there was one movie where Godzilla talked. Yeah, he talked once.
I was hoping capacity for speech could be a potential thing that would knock Big Bird off the category. It would knock Elmo off the category. It'd knock Mr. Potato Head out of the category
Or
of
Mr.
kaiju.
Potato Head.
But no, his son, who
Talks.
sounds like Don Knotts, has ruined this.
I never knew that my argument would be saved by such a pathetic disappointment as the son of Godzilla. Oh my gosh.
Oh, Patrick Star from SpongeBob. Is he a kaiju now?
No, I'm not gonna call him a kaiju.
Okay.
He's just a mutated. Well, hey, if we're going with that theory, he's just a mutated starfish. But otherwise, he's just a starfish.
Are we gonna go with size maybe as a denoter?
I think the best thing is size because there's monsters, there's giant monsters, and most giant monsters are usually under the category of kaiju.
And
Okay.
most people don't classify the smaller monsters as kaiju. So.
Yeah.
So, how small are the small monsters generally? I'm gonna Google smallest kaiju.
I mean, they kind
That's
of keep
actually a
they kind of
good
keep
question.
getting bigger with every iteration.
Usually, the newest Godzilla that came out is the biggest, is the largest form, one of the largest forms of the character. So, I think the smallest one is the son of Godzilla because he can shrink to the size of a little kid.
I'm gonna pretend that. Okay, his normal form. His normal form.
He big. I mean, he big. He thick. I don't know.
Okay, so
How many C's do you give him?
he's thick,
He's
but
pudgy.
you know what's not thick? Biollante
Oh.
is only 392 feet, King Ghidorah.
Ghidorah. Ghidorah. Nobody says Ghidorah's name correctly.
He's 150.
He's the biggest
meters.
One. Well, he's one of the biggest ones.
Baragon is apparently the smallest.
Oh, is he now?
How big is Baragon?
Baragon's pretty small.
Baragon's
a little red monster with big ears. He breathes fire.
All right, I think I found a proper counter argument. So his height, it looks like it's saying, and this doesn't look like it's in English. He's 60 meters.
Oh, here, 25 meters.
25 meters.
25 meters in his original incarnation. There you
He
go.
is 25 meters in his original incarnation, and according to Google, he is the smallest.
Okay.
Big Bird.
He's above 6 foot.
Well, that's for sure.
I don't know, man.
That's obvious.
Google has officially said 8 feet, 2 inches, and unfortunately they have not given us centimeters. Although I think that is
because
tough
Japan
to
uses the meter system.
Yeah, and we're still stuck in the Dark Ages.
I like my system. It helps me.
I mean, we grew up with it, and I, of course, still use it. But at the same time, literally almost every other country on the planet uses the meter system.
So
We've got 3 minutes left,
we've
boys.
got Big Bird. We've got Snuffleupagus.
Uh-huh.
They are both, they are nowhere near the size of the smallest kaiju. And if size is actually the thing that qualifies a kaiju as a kaiju, then Big Bird and Snuffleupagus are not kaiju. Unless, of course, it is relative to the animal that they mutated from.
Of course. I mean, true. I don't even know what Snuffleupagus is. I don't think they've ever explained what the heck he is.
He's a woolly
Big
mammoth.
Bird's one of the only animals that you can quickly identify.
In Sesame Street. He's a baby bird that's 8 foot, whatever it was.
He's good. Oh, no.
Oh yeah, he's a baby.
He's a baby.
He's a
That
baby.
means
How old
still
is
has
he?
the
How old is he?
potential
How
to
old
grow
is he?
larger.
How old is he? Look it up. I mean, Sesame Street's been on for over 50 years, but how old is he
I am distraught.
canonically?
He's a 6-year-old.
He has yet to reach his full potential as a bird.
A 6-year-old bird, though, would be full grown.
Oh, that's true. But he's a big bird.
I mean, we don't know his exact species, so he could be a much longer-lived bird.
Okay. But usually they're going to
He's
cap
still
off after growing a certain...
I
Interesting.
mean, it is theorized that there were giant eagles in the past, so...
That's true.
Will Big Bird grow bigger?
Can I mutate Big Bird? Is this a thing I can do? Just throw Big Bird on Bikini Atoll and mutate him?
Google just suggested, will Big Birds grow in Michigan?
We're just gonna have a bunch of big birds walking around.
They're just all asking us questions, the meaning of life and how to count to 10. It's like, wait, does 2 plus 2 equal 4? Well, 2 plus 2 ain't 5.
You know what? I'm done. You win.
I win?
Big Bird is a kaiju.
Hey! I'll take that.
All right. Thank you for
What
joining
have I
us.
done? It's Jim Henson's good name.
Brought him into the kaiju genre.
Hey!
All right. Join us next time, audience.
As we dig into another strange argument, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Goodbye.
Bye, guys.
So long.